The word law has likely been a part of your vocabulary from a fairly young age. It is something that people use in their everyday conversations, but it is really important that we always double check our understanding of words because sometimes the way people use them every day is not actually their formal definition. So when we look at law, law is a body or a collection of rules and regulations. All right? They are generally found somewhere that is written down. So in most legal systems, you can find these somewhere. In a lot of legal systems, we'll talk about this concept of a constitution. We might use words like legislation where they've been written down, or it's in decisions that judges have made. Okay, and these are the ones that generally people and everyday citizens don't know as much of. And this is actually why often we need the profession of a lawyer. But again, in most legal systems, any decisions that judges make throughout history have been written down and documented for society to be able to see. All right. The purpose of this collection of rules and regulations that make up the law is to govern the society. So they have been put together, they have been collected, they have been communicated to the citizens in order to help make sure that everybody in a society, whether we consider that by the formal country lines that we see on the maps today, or whether we consider that by different communities as they have existed in the world for a very long time, that society, that group of people, in essence, to be able to control their behavior, okay, of the people that are in society. There's lots of reasons why they want to control those behaviors, okay? Control doesn't always mean a bad thing. Sometimes it can be for each other's safety. Sometimes it can be for harmony. But it is about controlling. It's about stopping certain behaviors from happening. So rules and regulations, how we go about doing a certain behavior or what behaviors are not allowed, okay, that are set out, written in some form so that all of society has them. Okay, again, when we think of law, we often think of the laws that we interact with now. I'm in Canada, so I'm thinking of the written down laws that I have known my whole life. You cannot drink alcohol and drive cars, okay? You have to stop at a stop sign. These are more formal, but laws have existed in some form for decades and decades and decades and decades, okay? And in the past, they have been written on stones and they have been verbally communicated and they have been done in all sorts of ways. But the thing that they have in common is that it is a set of rules for everybody that lives in that society that are written down in some sort of fashion to help control each other's behavior. All right, so that is what law is.